to a glorious Friday. All right. So we're going to do whatever comes out. Okay. I'm doing mini reads because there's quite a bit of inquiry about information. And so Cash App information is listed if you are so inclined. Otherwise, I respectfully ask, do not impart questions. Okay. Just listen, and there'll probably most likely be a message in there for you. It doesn't have to be the entire communication. It could be something very small, but that it means something to you. Okay? I'm trying to use as much grace as possible, but we all must be respectful. Okay, so love, joy, celebration, always grounded in the truth. Okay. So, that's that. You know what I'm noticing? I wonder if it's like a collective energy, but this shift, the change, right? Like the old not being, like you just don't want it. And it's not a lack of gratitude. It's like temperament has changed. And so with that shift in temperament, there feels like there's going to be other shifts, other changes, both internal, external, that go along with it. As we say around these parts, as above, so below, so within, so without. Okay. And so there we go. It's interesting because it's really not a convenient time. But nothing ever is it? For real, for real. All right, let's start with an animal allies. Birds oracle card. Allies, okay? I know some people got negative connotations about different birds and what they mean and what they were taught they mean. But let's keep it high vibe, okay? Let's keep it high vibe. That's a lot. That just feels sloppy. These cards are rather thick cardstock, and so shuffling them is not always the easiest. Not making excuses, people. That's what it feels like, a lot of accountability, right? Like just acknowledgement. All right. Give me one card that will guide this message. Ooh, parakeets. They're so cute. The vine agrees too. All God's creatures, right? Parakeet superpowers: being affectionate, being a good listener, sharing the load, friendliness, exploration, expressiveness, resourcefulness, conflict management. Interesting. Parakeet wisdom: there's no real sense in fighting the current. Why make things harder? Sometimes small and mighty little pops of color can bring a lot of joy. Exactly. When Parakeet appears, call your favorite people and invite them for a fun hangout. Sing the song your heart supplies. Celebrate all the blessings. Exactly. That's why we start the readings like that. Whether big or tiny, you have in your life. Hey, get out. Why? Get out. Thank you. Parakeet wants you to know all the best things in your life. It's a question, actually. All the best things in your life. You help bring each of them forth into your reality. You deserve the high five. You deserve to high five yourself for the ways you've managed to take care of you. Wow. Dope. Okay. So company, lightheartedness, embracing, the all, but also enjoying the little things. The expressiveness, right? Friendliness, reaching out to people who you might have had some sort of conflict as a way of managing the situation. But this little bird is going to be a very cool indicator of how things are going to play out. My intention is for this reading to be for this current weekend that starts now. But also, time is irrelevant. You know, everybody's on their own timelines. And so it is what it is. You might come across this, whatever, but it's always going to be the weekend that you find it. Hey, Maggot. All right, little parakeet. What you got for the collective? It looks like you're supposed to get outside and explode. Two of Wands. We'll see, though. Yeah, look. Fool, Seven of Cups. See? They're like, yo, you might need to be a little lighthearted, a little adventurous, have a little fun. Whew. Hmm. It's almost like a door prize, right? The way this looks to me, there's 2 days in the weekend, right? There's many choices. You could truly mix it up, right? Juggle it around a little bit, have a little fun. There's this bold curiosity where it makes me feel like, look, and the moon's right here and the star. Because I was getting ready to say, you might find yourself in the company of some extraordinary people, like some odd people, but extraordinary at the same time. And then you have the Seven of Cups, right? And so there will be many options to choose from for events, activities, people whom you want to share your cup. It just depends on what kind of vibe you want, right? We got bubbles, we got stars, rainbows, we got doves, which is like peace. We got that hot and spicy, fiery, passionate cup. We got like what's that? Ivy growing out of it. So it could be the library or engaging in highbrow activities. Like let me stop. And then there's this cup with this purple like plasma coming out of it, and that makes me feel like this, for whatever reason, that purple cup go with that fool. But the choice is yours. Oh yeah, baby. But expect communication. It's been slow, and I feel like it's transits, right? There's somebody who won't be like, yo, what's up? And I feel like it's quick moving. Yo, look, what I tell you, and I do see it. Somebody want to come in. They want to talk to you. They want to clear the air. This somebody who did you dirty. Ooh, somebody you felt like was an appendage to you. Anyway, but yeah, see what I mean, Jelly Bean? Yeah, but expect a lot of mystery this weekend. What is Neptune doing? That looks like Uranus, of course, because we've got the Fool. Oh my. Okay, let's just take a peek, because that is interesting. Little spice, little pop of color, little pop of color. Oh yeah, yeah. It says a good time to be productive and break out of routine, helped by the Sun Uranus conjunction. See, you see it right here. See that right there? No, sorry. Ooh. And the moon's going to shift into Aquarius on Saturday. Okay. We got some interesting stuffs happening. Yeah. Wow. That's a lot of voids. What? There's some serious transits happening. Opportunity abounds. Don't lunch. You know what I mean? I'm getting that very strongly. This congregation of people, because parakeets, birds don't normally do solo dolo unless they're like you know, predatory birds, you know. But most of them are very social. So this is a need to be social, to go out and explore. I know you've been kind of hesitant, you know, dragging your feet, Knight of Pentacles, you know, responding to communication, but it's time. You got to get out there, because for some of you, you're going to run across a very opportune encounter with potentially the love of your life. But there are some quick moving, beneficial transits that are heavily influenced by the lunar activities. Okay? Yeah. A lot of trines, conjunctions, things of that nature. Da, 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 da. It's the little things that mean so much. Okay. Weekend outlook. It says avoid making plans in advance for Saturday night, because spontaneous activities promise to be fun. Exactly. Confirmation. Go, you little astrologer in training you. Yeah. So I gotta give myself my kudos. You don't know. I'm studying so fucking much. I'm like, oh my God, is it ever gonna make sense? And it makes sense. It do. It really starts to gel. It truly does. Yeah. Be more fun, memorable, and invigorating. That's this shit here. Knight of Wands, Eight of Wands, man. Don't they like drag. Okay, so drag your feet a little bit about making concrete plans. You know. It says the energy on Sunday, however, is simmering with resentment. So taking an art exhibit, didn't I just say something like boot, man, intellectual mind stimulus, right. Or movie to stop needless rumination and destructive thought patterns in their track. See, it's so funny. It says this is one of those weeks, like we're closing it out, but this is always you can reflect, right? Where you can't be sure who to trust. So it would be best to wait to make decisions and take action at a later date. Right. There's just a lot of moving activity, right? And so there's a good chance